Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, Bitcoin has just broken a very important level of support. No, it's not a level on the chart, it's actually this uptrend on Bitcoin's daily chart RSI. In fact, we discussed this uptrend on Bitcoin's daily RSI in yesterday's video where I had this to say. But as you can see on the daily chart RSI, there is currently an uptrend. If Bitcoin falls below the 20 daily exponential moving average, it will also be breaking this uptrend on the RSI, which will result in a little bit more bearish selling pressure, which would likely cause Bitcoin to fall a little bit faster, down to $7,800. As I said in yesterday's video, guys, should Bitcoin correct below the 20 daily EMA or that uptrend on the RSI, we would likely see a break of both and a correction down to $7,800. Now that Bitcoin has fallen below that uptrend on the RSI, we can likely expect that. So in today's video, since Bitcoin has fallen below that uptrend on the RSI, we're going to be breaking down all of the technicals surrounding Bitcoin, and hopefully you guys will walk away from this video with a better understanding of technical analysis and the technical landscape that Bitcoin finds itself in right now, so that you'll be in a better position to trade this correction that I'm pretty confident is coming. But anyway, guys, before we dive on into it, if you do enjoy today's video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel when you do that. And without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. For once, I nailed an intro, guys. I didn't have to make 17 cuts out of it. Anyway, before we get into the video, I want to make one thing very clear. The trend is your friend until it ends. Why do I say that? Well, quite simply, guys, Bitcoin has been in a downtrend for the last 8 months or so, and that trend is obviously bearish. We did not end that trend. A lot of people say the trend is your friend. It is true, the trend is your friend, but it's only your friend up until the trend ends, and the trend did not end because Bitcoin did not break above this downtrend of resistance right here. What that means is that we still should be leaning bearish unless proven otherwise, and right now the chart is showing that we are bearish, so we should lean in that direction. And it's not just historical precedence that makes us bearish right now, it has a lot to do with the different technicals on Bitcoin. For example, I talked about a few videos ago where Bitcoin has a red candlestick, a green candlestick, and then a red candlestick that engulfs the green one. That is a very bearish sign on the candlestick charts. It's a part of Japanese candlestick analysis. It is pointing bearish. If we look at the RSI down here, we can see that there's an uptrend on the RSI. Bitcoin is below that uptrend on the RSI. As you guys will know, right now, Bitcoin is seeing a bearish MACD cross, and also, as you will see here, Bitcoin is starting to fall below the 20 DEMA. The trend is bearish, and that's okay. Because one other thing I want to make very clear, guys, is that just because Bitcoin is bearish right now does not mean that Bitcoin is going to be bearish a week from now, or 2 weeks from now, or a year from now. What it means is that Bitcoin is looking for a bottom. It's looking for a place to turn around. And if you think about it, the market's always doing that. It's always looking for a reversal point. I think it's at $7,800, which I've said in many videos, so I don't want to repeat myself too much, but I do want to show you some of the other technicals surrounding this chart right now that I haven't talked about very much in previous videos. Namely, guys, if we come back down here to the hourly chart, I want to show you something, and that's that Bitcoin actually has a downtrend on this hourly chart that is pushing it into levels of support. As you can see, we can draw this right here. It's a little bit more of a zone of support because these highs and lows don't match up exactly the way I would like them to, but there's definitely a downtrend of some kind right here. And if we look at where our 20 DEMA is, it's sitting right around here. What that means is that Bitcoin is being squeezed between a moving average and a downtrend of resistance. And what that means is that Bitcoin is actually moving into a consolidation pattern and a breakout pattern. And what do we do when Bitcoin's moving into a breakout pattern? The very first thing we do, we check the volume. And as you guys can see, over the last several days, Bitcoin's volume has been declining and declining and declining. If you don't know, the volume normally has a 20 moving average going through it. And as you can see, this moving average right down here has been trending to the downside for several days. And furthermore, if we look out here on the 4-hourly chart, you'll see the volume's actually been in a general downtrend for more than a week, meaning that a breakout on Bitcoin of some kind is likely to come, because when the volume goes down, normally the volume is going to come back up. Normally it doesn't just start gradually increasing again. Normally that volume is going to explosively increase and see a massive return of volume all at once rather than gradually, and it results in a breakout. And quite simply put here, guys, Bitcoin is sitting above the 20 DEMA and down below this downtrend of resistance. Bitcoin is likely to have a breakout today, if not tomorrow. Before Monday anyway, we're probably going to have a breakout, and what that means is that we're probably going to break bearish below the 20 DEMA. I would be putting my money on today or early tomorrow, and also what that means is that we're more than likely going to see a gap formed on the CME charts that we're going to have to worry about in the future, and that's probably going to give Bitcoin a reason to rally and bounce up from $7,800. Now, I know that's a lot, but that's my prediction right now, guys. Bitcoin is sat here in between this downtrend, this moving average. It's going to fall down to $7,800. Monday's going to come. There's going to be a gap sitting right here. Bitcoin's going to bounce to fill it. That is what I think is going to happen here on the next couple of days on Bitcoin. And I think I have reason to say that, guys. Bitcoin, as you can see, is testing resistance on the 20 DEMA on the 4-hourly chart. It is not not managing to get above it in the same way that Bitcoin was using it as support on the way up, and Bitcoin was not able to get below it. We fell below it right here in a critical point, and then Bitcoin started trending to the downside. That is a very important level of support and resistance to be looking at as well. But also, one thing I want you guys to look at are your traditional moving averages. As you can see, the 100 simple daily moving average and the 50 daily simple moving average are both sitting right there around $7,800. And as you know, levels of support and resistance, or in this case, levels being moving averages of support and resistance, can actually have kind of zones around them. So if there's a line right here, there might be support above and below it, so Bitcoin doesn't have to touch it perfectly for Bitcoin to actually be getting support there. Bitcoin is getting a lot of support at $7,800, as well as on the VPVR, as we've shown you in previous videos, and also from those two moving averages. So keep an eye out for $7,800, somewhere around there. I bet money, because I'll be trading it more than likely, Bitcoin is going to get support. And I'll be honest with you guys, it's very, very strong support. Bitcoin is trying to break below the 20 DEMAs on, by the way, the daily chart, the weekly chart, and even on the monthly chart. Bitcoin is trying to get below those moving averages, and Bitcoin is failing, or at least taking its sweet time. And what that means is that while the bears are in control, they do not, by any stretch of the imagination, have a lot of momentum, which means that when we come down to $7,800 and we start testing really, really strong support, we're probably going to hold it. And even if we don't, there's even more strong support below us above $6,000. What does this mean for us, guys? Where's the trade? Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a what's the trade segment here. First of all, if Bitcoin falls below our 20 DEMA, I know we're looking at the weekly chart also, but most people are going to be trading based off of the EMA on the daily chart. If Bitcoin does confirm a break below this, which in my opinion is more than likely going to happen, we're probably heading straight to $7,800. You do what you want with that information. I'm not going to give you any entries or exits, because that's a really kind of play-by-ear trade, since there's not a whole lot of margin in there, and the support could be at 20 different levels depending on who you ask. It's not very well defined, but I can tell you that there is most certainly a short trade here, but it wouldn't be a very long one. It's a trade that I wouldn't stay in any longer than 72 hours, because by then Bitcoin would probably be bouncing from support. And then also, guys, if Bitcoin does come down here, confirm that it's at $7,800. Like, we come down here, set a double bottom or something and bounce somewhere around here on the chart would be a fantastic place to enter a long position and hold it for as long as you think is good. Guys, I'm not giving you financial advice here. Nothing I just said you should take without your own research. You should do your own technical analysis as always, but also be aware that there are very much trades to be made right now, even though the market seems a little bit stagnant, and some might call it boring. Anyway, guys, there isn't a whole lot to talk about on the chart, but in tomorrow's video, I do want to talk about our inverse head and shoulders patterns, because as you guys will know, we have an inverse head and shoulders pattern right here, and the longer term chart looks to be forming into an inverse head and shoulders pattern. So we're making a double IH and S, which is pretty cool. You don't see those very often. So we'll be discussing that in tomorrow's video. If you want to see that video, subscribe to the channel so that you'll be updated when it goes out. Hit the post notification bell and join the notification squad, and hit that like button, because it really helps out the channel when you do that. And also, guys, if you're not already in the first cohort, then I really just don't know what you're doing with your life. People are beating down the door trying to join this product, guys. I've had 2 people that are about to pay in Bitcoin over on Discord right now. One of them just messaged me, by the way. I'll give you a shout out. Hey, Tan May. There are currently around 80 people in the first cohort, and people are joining all the time. Someone just joined about 30 minutes ago at the time of recording this video. It's growing pretty rapidly over there, guys, and I'm really, really enjoying getting to know you guys. I'm about to post some more trade ideas over there in a little bit, and if you guys are interested in joining, the link is in the description down below. It's only $25 a month. If you're already in CT2A, I will give you a $25 Bitcoin rebate to make up for your first month subscription. So pretty much you can join for a month for absolutely free. You can cancel at any time. I don't lock you into any contracts like my local gym, which will literally sue you if you try and leave their contract. No, I'm not kidding. Yes, I do have a contract with them. I'm not the kind of person who's going to do that. If you want to leave, you are more than welcome to leave. And guys, if you join the first cohort, you're going to get access to our amazing community of people who know what they're doing and who are always willing to help you learn to trade and do technical analysis. You're going to get access to me for private conversation. I join the voice calls, and then we talk every once in a while. We trade together a lot. We run the Coffee and Crypto morning live streams where I show off my really cool Boss Lady mug, as you can see right there. That was a gift, by the way. And you'll also get access to these videos down here teaching you a lot about wisdom in trading. There's a lot of things that go into trading. And by the way, some people say, oh, well, you can just find all this stuff on Google. You can't find 3,000 hours and 2.5 years of experience on Google like I have. I can tell it to you, but you're not going to find it on Google. Some people are like, oh, well, I don't need a course. I'll just read Investopedia for 20 hours. You don't get experience like that. You get experience by being told directly by someone who has that experience, and you're not going to find that on Google. These videos are worth their weight in gold, and they're definitely worth more than what I'm charging for them. So guys, if you want to join our Discord server and our private community, the link is in the description down below. I'd love to see you in there and get to know you personally. I welcome every single new member. So like I said, guys, guys, the link is in the description. Go ahead and join us. If you don't like it, you're out $25, and if you want, I'll even give it back to you guys. I want to be as fair as possible. So guys, links in the description down below. But that is going to have to wrap it up for today's video, guys. But before I go, I do first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.